How's it, guys? Johnny Eliadis here, Power Up 365, number 5, and it's Sunday evening. I've just come in from a trip from Bloemfontein, and I'm busy just sitting here looking and planning my week. And I'm thinking, what are you doing? It's Sunday evening. What have you been doing the whole day? Have you been planning? Do you know exactly what's going to happen this week? So, if you don't know what's going to happen this week, then are you just going to wake up tomorrow morning and respond to the day? Are you just going to respond to the day, respond to the week, and then end of the week you're going to ask yourself, geez, man, this life of mine is really not exciting. It's really not passionate. It's really not where I want to live. Well, obvious, because you're not designing it, because you're not living it, because you're not focused in it. You're just leaving it by chance. You're not actually so powered up to get into your life, to take control of your life. And that's why it's just not working for you. And you must probably absorb in all the crap and all the shit around you, and you're not deciding for yourself what do you want out of your life. So I just quickly want to tell you, what do I do? I designed this program where within time, and within that program, what we do is we say, you know what? You can't manage time. I see these programs, time management systems. I mean, what is that about? Stop a minute. Stop it. Stop a minute. Can you stop a minute? Can you manage a minute? No, you can't manage a minute. All what you can do is manage yourself within time. That's all you can do. So that's why I call the program within time, because we have this lifetime, and the question is, what are we going to do within this lifetime of ours? And then within this lifetime of ours, we have these things called years. And then you've got to decide, what am I going to do within this year? And these years have months, and these months have weeks, and these weeks have days, and the days have hours, and the hours have minutes. Power of a minute. I keep saying that. Power of a minute. Make sure that each minute counts. Power of a minute. But then we have this whole thing called life. And what is your life made up of? Your life is made up, I think, of 3 key areas. Your life is made up of yourself, myself, I call it myself. Second thing is your life is made up of my relationships. And third thing is my life is made up of my value. If you went and saw my program within time, when I first started it, I used to call it career and money. But over the years, I realized that if you're focusing on career and money, you're missing the game. You have to give value. And in giving value, your career goes forward. You get the promotion, you get the raise, you get all that great stuff, but you got to give value. The other thing is, if you want more money, the only way you have the right to ask for money is when you add value. So you got to add value in order to ask for money. So that's why I changed that whole area to the 3 key areas in your life is myself, my relationships, and my time. And my value, And my value is anything you're doing for business. Okay? Anything you're doing for business if you have 6 businesses, they should all be in those categories. So what you see is that area of improvement, which is my value, has divided up into 6 categories, and that could be 6 businesses, or that could be marketing, or whatever. We have a whole this thing that you design your life, because I believe when you design your life exactly with what you want, when it comes to Sunday evening, you quickly have to decide, what am I going to do this week? So what happens, you take this roadmap that you've designed, and you say, my life has got three key areas. In these 3 key areas, I have categories. So if we're speaking about relationships and you're married, your wife would be in that category, your son would be in that category, I would imagine. Your team would be in that category, your friends would be in that category. So if you want to be a great friend, and you have a category of my relationships, and then every week you're looking at my friends, and then you'll say, what am I going to do this week in that category? Okay, so hey, let me just phone my friend and say, listen, let's have coffee, or let's go to a business deal, or let's do whatever. Now you're investing in those relationships. If you have a team, I love frequency. I believe you gotta have frequency with your team. You gotta connect with your team regularly. You gotta walk amongst your people, and you gotta review your people. You gotta speak to them. Are they on the right track and that? So when you look at your team and you maybe one team member is not really at the place they want to be, then
the time is 21.
Then you'll look at that category and you'll say, my team, and you'll say, let me spend time with X, Y, Z this week so I can see where they are because their sales are dropping or because currently I'm feeling they're not at the right place and that. But you should do that often. You should meet up with your team. Any leader that doesn't have the time for his team is going to be a bad leader, and his business will fail because of it. Value is, I don't get this with people. People say, I don't like money, or money's the root of all evil, all this crap around there. But just think of it. Value has always been there. And before there used to be an exchange. I believe you should always have exchange in business. You should always have exchange in business, right? So if you have an exchange, so I say, I provide you a certain value. Before I would give you 6 eggs and you would give me a bunch of carrots. That's how it used to happen before. There used to be an exchange. Right now, no, not everyone's carrying carrots and eggs around. They're saying, I'm going to be the greatest consultant, help your business, build it up. What you're going to do in return is give me some money. Okay? If someone comes to me and says, I'm going to design a great website for you, give you a marketing campaign, what do you want? I need some money, because our exchange is money. So if you just think about it, how can money be evil? It's just a means of exchange as a payment or for your value. That's how it is. So you've got to design your life every single Sunday or Monday, or Friday, whenever you want to choose it, to decide what you're going to do this week. I know exactly right now, my calendar and that, I know exactly tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, I'm waking up, I'm picking up my team, I'm going to drive 200 kilometers, we're going to have a meeting, in the car, we're going to go to a client, serve that client, be the best outstanding team we can to help that business get to the highest level they can. That's what I'm focused on. In that period, I am so focused on it. I already know when it's going to happen. I know on Tuesday we're going to have a team meeting at 8 o'clock. I have another meeting at 9 o'clock. Then my marketing team at 10 o'clock. Then we're going to have another meeting. I know exactly what the meeting is, because my mind is getting focused on what exactly needs to happen. Okay? And all these meetings that I need to do, they need to add up to my life plan. And my life plan is divided up into my 3 areas, which is myself, my relationships, and my value. By doing that, I've designed my life for me. I've designed my life for what I want in my life. I've designed my agenda. I have designed my agenda. I'm not falling into everyone else's agenda, because if you don't have an agenda for yourself, for your life, you will automatically fall into everyone else's agenda. So you've got to have an agenda for your life. And how do you design an agenda if you haven't designed your life plan? What is a life plan? You have a life plan. That's why I call my program Within Time, because you can't manage time, can you? Can you manage time? Manage a minute for me. Manage a minute for me. No, you can't manage a minute for me. So you manage yourself within time. So you have a lifetime. Within that lifetime, there are years. So you got to manage your year. What do you want to get out of this year? Okay? And then in that year, you have months, and in that months you have weeks, and in the weeks you have days, and in the days you have hours, and in the hours you have minutes. That's how you design a life. That's how you design it, guys. Very simple. So how can you wake up in the morning without a vision, a mission, a life plan, a goals, and what you're going for? How can you do that? You can't. That means you just fall into everyone else's agenda. That's it. You fall into everyone else's agenda, and that needs to stop. Because otherwise you'll never achieve anything that you really want to achieve. So you've got to sit once a week and you've got to plan your life. You've got to plan your day. Let me end off by this and say, I just made another Power Up 365 video about fear and ideas coming to your mind and how you're meant to build that up. But the one thing is, if you don't have big goals that inspire you, that move your blood, that get you excited, what's really going to happen to you is you're going to tend to go into the fear. you tend to going to get into a disempowering mode. You're going to focus on all the things that can go wrong because you're not really excited. You're not really excited. So if I tell you, listen, will you work this whole week, give it everything you have to pay the bills end of the week? How does that feel? Or let me ask you this. Will you work this whole week, in order to invest in that business and make that business an extra 2 million rand, that thing, give everything you have, and therefore you'll make yourself an extra 50,000 rand at the end of the week that you can live an extraordinary life? How does that excite you? That excites you a bit more. But you know what's really going to excite you? When you go for purpose, when you go for something so big that is aligned to your purpose in life. When it's aligned to your purpose in life, then you're aligned. Then no one can get in your way. Then you don't need vocations in those situations. You're aligned. You're in your vocation. You're doing what you love to do. Okay? And don't cut yourself short. Don't cut yourself short. If you're doing what you love to do and you're really great at it, ask for exchange. Ask for exchange. Don't be taken advantage of. Don't be taken advantage. Ask for exchange. Okay? But the only time you can ask for exchange is if you added value. If you haven't added value to someone, you have no right to ask for exchange. Does that make sense? So, but if you align to your purpose, you will add value. So with that, guys, this is Johnny Eliades here, and I'm really hoping that you're sitting down, planning your week, knowing exactly when you're going to do what, why you're going to do it. I hope it's aligned to your vision and mission statement, and I wish you guys an outstanding week. Have a great, great week. Thank you, guys. Johnny Eliades, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at another Power Up 365. Cheers.